one of the things that I think needs to be reconsidered in a lot of Christians' minds, a lot of God-fearing people's minds, is how we view the whole cosmic setup. Like who are the players in the game that explain what we're going through on planet Earth? And the reason for that is if you have a overly simplistic view of things where there's God and there's people basically, and people are these tiny little nothings, and so God's really the one running the show and he's doing everything, then you have misunderstood so much of what's happening, and you really don't know the part you're supposed to play. So what the scriptures actually show us is that God is the sovereign ruler of all of reality, of creation, the cosmos. But he has actually put into place in the spiritual realm and on the earthly realm, spiritual and human, spirit beings and human beings who are meant to rule in his stead or on his behalf in their different spheres. When Paul talks about the fact we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, what he's ruling out is our ultimate struggle is not with the human structure on earth. Our ultimate struggle is with the spiritual structure of power. All that said, if you understand all that, then you can understand why God would initiate a plan, keep it hidden for ages and generations, but initiate a plan where he would deal with the spiritual authority structures under him, also deal with the human rulers that he's wanting to redeem and restore to their true glory, as Paul talks about. It's for our glory, to bring us back to the place he always intended us to be in his purpose for things. How is he going to deal with the spiritual powers and the human powers with the same plan, with the same solution? How is he going to get this done? Because he's God, he can just make it happen. But this is where I think Chuck and I would both push back on this and say, but the way God built everything and the way he wants it to work out does not allow him to just by pure fiat make it so. Because he's created all of these beings, by now billions of them, that have their own will, that have decisions they're making, and he designed it this way. So every piece of evidence tells me that the plan that God had to set into motion, keep hidden and then reveal, that would deal with the spiritual powers and the earthly powers, get it all done all at once. And by the way, not just that, the whole cosmos. God's plan had to be so complex and so well thought out because of how much he needed to get done with a single plan. So here's what he figured out. It's the mystery, as Paul talks about it, with Messiah coming. Now here's the deal. He had to do it in such a way that all of the beings involved participated willingly.